Karuga! Kapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to kiss your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. False good, important things are new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a teamwork thing. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look, these 3 words written larger than the rest. With a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello, world. It's Bird O' Prey 5, Kapla, and welcome to Deep Space Nine Wednesday for Wednesday, August 24th, 2022. We have reached season 7, episode 23, Extreme Measures. This is the second, technically third from last episode. Next week, The Dogs of War, and finally, a 2-part, What We Leave Behind. We're close. We are close, so it looks like Wednesday, September 7th, will be our final DS9 episode, although DS9 Wednesday will extend 1 additional week to the 14th for the Deep Space Nine documentary, What We Left Behind, to finally close out the series in full. Welcome, John DeMarco, to the panel, by the way. Thank you, John.
Hello, Bird. Thank you.
For coming. Appreciate it.
Greetings, everyone.
Yeah, I can't believe when we started this, all those weeks and years ago, I honestly didn't think we were ever going to finish. It just seemed like something I would start, and now the end is in sight. I don't want to jinx it. Obviously, we still got 2-3 weeks we got to get through. But yes, Mama Fred.
One of those weeks, you might have a co-host about 3 feet tall, 30 pounds.
The co-host, 3 feet tall, 30 pounds. Oh, that's right. Nephew O'Prey.
Yeah.
Nephew O'Prey might be here. That's right. One of those days. Sis O'Prey's got to go to Connecticut one of those days. So she may stop off here with Nephew O'Prey. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Not Ryan Johnson first in the chat early this morning, 10:53 a.m. Says, hello and kapla, hail Karoga. This message will last as long as YouTube allows it to. And that's why I didn't refresh the page. John Araki at 1:32 p.m. says, the good Lord said, let he who is without sin, let he who is without subscribers cast the first chat. So John Iraqi, I guess, has no subscribers. Thank you, John Iraqi. Josh Street says, it's finally time for Bird of Prey 5. Great uncle. It's finally time for Bird of Prey 5. Great uncle 5 times removed Worf to kill Bird's brother-in-law, Gowron. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. John DeMarco says, greetings all. Antiderivative Jill Kapla, Antiderivative Jill says, I love this episode so much. I wish I could be here. Have fun, everyone. Thank you, Antiderivative Jill. To be honest, to be fair, not my favorite episode. I not a big fan of going into somebody's dreams and trying to find your way, their secrets. It just, even as sci-fi goes, I find it hard to believe. Okay. I'm more apt to believe that warp drives and transporters and photon torpedoes are things. The thought of going into someone's brain via a computer interface and interacting in their dreams, I don't know. I don't. I had a scary dream last night, by the way. People were surrounding my house. They were dressed in black, but I found a way to walk somehow. And I knew I was walking for the first time in 15 years, and I was surprised it didn't hurt more. And then I thought, wait, I'm walking. This must be a dream. But then in the dream, I thought I checked if I was dreaming, and I was surprised that I wasn't dreaming. At least that's what I concluded in the dream. So I was like, holy shit, I really am walking. This is amazing. And then I woke up. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47. Rock Solid says, hashtag hail Karoga. It definitely does not say hail on Karoga. He obviously had a typo. He meant hail Karoga. And he says, greetings to the fellow incels out there. Yeah, Rock Solid, if you were at Rock Solid's premiere earlier today, there was a person on his stream causing a little trouble, called us all names, and he had to be banned. Kitty Bear, Stephen Paul says, hail all. Kapla, Kitty Bear, hope you are well. Bradley Briggs says, Zup y'all? Yeah, there he is. Zup y'all. The Random Menace says, greetings from the future. Hope your measures are less extreme. Yes, we don't all have to go to extreme measures all the time, but sometimes we do. Kitty Bear says, I hope I calm down watching this. I'm about to explode. Oh no, Kitty Bear. I hope you calm down as well. Share your pain with the group and grow stronger from it. You need your pain. No, share it with the group. I have Cybox powers. Rock Solid says, so series finale and Little Green Men on one stream. I don't think so. The series finale is already a double episode. So if not this week, maybe next week we can do maybe Little Green Men if time works. Josh Reed says, and after all that, DS9 Wednesdays turn into Voyager Wednesdays. We're not sure what exactly they're going to turn into yet. Cinnabon Bunny says, hello, Kapla, Cinnabon Bunny. Guys, check out Cinnabon. He started Lego build of, I guess it's like R2-D2 or something. Some Star Wars Lego build. It's going to take quite a while to build. And it's off to a good start. Can't wait till it's recognizable. Bradley Briggs says, hopefully, yes. Rockstar says, we want Captain Insane Way. Random Menace says, can't wait for DS9 Season 8. That would be something. Rockstar says, so we're getting Little Green Men here too. I don't know about today, Rock Solid. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. Kapla, Yvette, good to see you. Kitty Bear says, they screwed up on my grocery order and delivered too little and made me pay full price. How hard is it count to 144? 114 is not 144. Also, 9 is not 10. Oh man, Kitty Bear, I'm so sorry. We get groceries delivered too. Mom will pray does not get happy when they F up the order. And then if you're lucky, you can get like 30 cents back. They're like, oh, well, this was this minus this. And like, fine, you returned technically the money, but I would never have placed the order to begin with if you were going to send me the wrong fucking items, or the item that I really wanted, you didn't have. The entire order was dependent on the fact that I wanted those, whatevers. And if you don't have those whatevers, you should have just canceled the whole effing order. But you can't say that. You can't do that. It's annoying. I feel you, Kitty Bear. Kitty Bear says, I ordered 6 boxes of energy drinks and 24 cans a box. I don't know how they bought 4 boxes and 18 loose cans, made 144 in total. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Kitty Bear. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, they say time is the fire in which we burn. Yes. From Generations. CDJ, Kapla, CDJ says, best wishes. Thank you, CDJ. Yvette says, Voyager is great, but I've only seen Enterprise once. And CDJ says, there are some great Voyager eps like Scorpion and Year of Hell. There is. And the award-winning, Emmy award-winning episode Threshold. Anyway, today, right now, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 7, Episode 23, Extreme Measures. If you are new here, you want to head over to the Bird O' Prey 5 screening room. The address is on the bottom of the YouTube window, birdofprey5.com /SR to go to the screening room. It is another web page where you can watch the episode in HD live while I'm streaming. If you miss it live, if you're catching this on playback, then you're going to need to get your own copy of the episode, which you can either have on DVD or possibly you could stream from a Paramount Plus or any other place you can stream Deep Space Nine episodes. If you can't watch at either place, then just watch on YouTube and you'll get a screenshot every 10 seconds or so you'll know where in the episode we are. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, so hit play on Little Green Men. It would be good for you. It would be good for me. It would be good for the whales. Maybe, Rock Solid. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. And maybe we can put in Little Green Men today. I'll see. Bradley Briggs says, yes, we can never forget Janeway and Paris have kids out there somewhere. That's true. That's true. See, now that, if New Track wanted to tackle what happened to the Janeway Paris lizard babies, that I could understand. That's something that's open to interpretation and to exploration, unlike the Spock to Pring relationship, which was pretty clear in Amok Time. There was no relationship until they met that day on Vulcan at the coup d'etat or wherever the hell it was. And anyway, Kitty Bear says, which episode I can watch on Netflix? Season 7, Episode 23, Extreme Measures. Extreme Measures. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, do or do not. There is no try. That is Star Wars logic. I'm sorry, it just doesn't make any sense. Of course you can try. People do try all the time. It happens. And CDJ says, this is a good episode. I'm glad. I'm glad people like it. Let's go ahead and get started. Gonna count down and we'll hit play. John, is there anything you wanted to say before we start?
Nope, I'm ready to go.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Queuing up. And we have Chief Medical Office log. Here, Garrick and Odo return to the station. He's yet to make any progress curing Odo's disease. How long does he have? Odo wants to know. Bashir can't be sure. Odo's like, make a guess, an educated guess. He's like, I could, but he wants to slow down the progress. Odo wants time frame, damn it. A week, maybe 2, with therapy. Kitty Bear says he has a heavy case of monkeypox. Odo apparently does. It's very important he doesn't give up. Now he wants to see Kira. Roxas says the actor who plays Sloan also played Death in Bill and Ted's Final Journey. Interesting. Kira comes in, still in her Federation uniform, or Starfleet uniform, excuse me. The Random Menace says Odo is in dire need of moisturizer. Odo's lying. The contraption of Julian seems to alleviate the pain. Sure it does. Says you should be going soon. Kira says she's not going anywhere. Damar and Garrick can lead the rebellion without her. He says Damar needs someone who's actually fought in the resistance. And Kira is not leaving until she knows that you're better. And Odo is demanding she leave. Why? It's obvious, Kira. You don't want to see it. Oh, you watched Bareil die in this very room. Oh, man. Odo is really thinking ahead here. He doesn't want her last thoughts of him to be witnessing his death in the same room her first love died in. Kira says, isn't that her choice? Odo says, maybe he's being selfish. Telling him all the things he wants. But I don't want the last thing he sees to be pain in your eyes. Ah, Odo is quite the romantic. Says you have to go, Nerys. He reluctantly agrees. Oh, she's crying on demand, tearing up. Odo admits he can't be a very pleasant sight. She doesn't care what he looks like. That's not true. But she makes a good presentation of it anyway. Gives him a kiss. She's got so much to say. She doesn't know where to begin. Just say you love me, says Odo. It's all he's cared about. Oh, she loves him. He loves her too. So, O'Brien is sending the Breen weapon to Starfleet Engineering. And Kira and Garrick are going to be on their way. Anything else before they go? Chief says, no, he's got all the data they need. Good hunting to them both, says Cisco. And Julian looking down. Kira says, Julian, and Julian says, I'm doing everything I can. That's all she needed to hear. Anything Cisco can do to help? Anything you want from Starfleet Medical? The people who made him sick? O'Brien says, we should inform you of research isn't the only avenue. And he's like, whatever's going on, he wants to know right now, says Cisco. So Bashir says, we're trying to lure someone from Section 31 here. O'Brien, Cisco's like, what does Section 31 have to do with this? O'Brien says that they think they're the ones who made him sick, that they created the virus. Cisco pretends that this is all news to him, but I believe Cisco is part of Section 31, and he knows damn well this is all the Section 31 op. He says genocide by people who call themselves Federation citizens. He puts on a good act. Miles wanted to tell him, says Bashir, but he ordered him not to. It's my fault. Says
Cisco's done some questionable things. Sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
I think Cisco's done some questionable things. I think genocide might be over the line for him.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's happy about it. No. Bashir admits his research was going nowhere. He couldn't find a cure. So he sent a false message to Starfleet Medical that he indeed found a cure. The idea is Section 31, when they hear about it, they want to destroy his research. So he's going to lure an operative to the station. Okay, says Cisco. What are you going to do then? Bashir's like, we're going to capture him or her, find out everything they know, who's involved, which is in violation of all the things that they claim to, be protecting. A Romulan memory scanner he happened to get his hands on. And Cisco says they're illegal in the Federation. And it seems that's another reason for not coming to me. Setting aside all the legal and ethical issues involved, he still thinks it's a pretty long shot. And yet he will set them all aside and still allow it.
Turns out he can live with it.
He can live with it. Good call. The random menace is, who is better, Section 31 agent Sloan or Georgiou? Sloan. And John Araki says Tucker is the better agent. It's Reed. Reed was the agent. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Dun, da, da, da. Dun, da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Captain Fandom Nerd says hello, Kapla Captain. Darth Maul says him, her, or they. You cis heteronormative racist. And Darth Maul says the supremacism of the augments really showed here in Bashir. And Rock Solid says the S-31 agent Reed worked with the George Francisco from the Alien Nation TV show. I remember Alien Nation. I don't know what George Francisco is. And Bashir can't sleep, so he broke into Quark's to play darts. Wow. Talk about just casually breaking all sorts of rules and laws. They don't even give a shit anymore. Just to play darts. Who cares about private property?
No wonder they don't let augments into Starfleet usually.
He's setting a bad example for his people, his race, whatever you want to call it. How many people had to be involved in the conspiracy to infect him with the disease? Experts, doctors, security officers, admirals, clerks. In the end, at least 73. Wow, very precise. Says for a minute, he was going to say 70,000, said O'Brien. He says this thing slithered its way into the heart of the Federation. It has to be destroyed. O'Brien said he's not going to argue with him on that. But the focus is on Odo for now, finding the cure. Rock Solid says, so Gary Graham, who played Ambassador Saval in Enterprise, was also the lead in Alien Nation. Was he the human in Alien Nation? George Francisco was his newcomer partner. I guess so. I see it now. John and Rocky says he doesn't even know what a ganglion is. It's true. I don't know what a ganglion? I don't know. Sloan is there. Big surprise. He has a surprise for Sloan. It's a force field that happened to be in the chair he knew he was going to be sitting in. And Rock Solid says, yes, Gary Graham was in Alien Nation. Okay. Thank you. Bashir and O'Brien. Mr. Sloan is here. I have him in the containment field. O'Brien's on his way. What do you want, doctor? What do you want? The same thing, the cure. The cure to Odo's disease. And what do you have? You already have the cure. Oh, damn it. Fall for that every single time. The old fake cure to a genocidal disease. Rock Solid's Invertebrate, the Alien Nation TV show, the movie. James Caan played the character. Gary Graham took over. So what are you going to do? You're not going to turn me over to Starfleet security. You've got no evidence. He's like, nope. Oh, stunned him right in the chest. Sloan wakes up on a bio bed. And he realizes that there's a tight containment field around him. Bashir says, hello again. They're shooting an unarmed man. He didn't think you'd come on his own. So you're probably right. Hello, Chief. How's the family? Oh, he's going to talk about his family. And what's that mean, says O'Brien. He'd hate to see something happen to little Molly. He didn't say Molly. He said, don't worry, Chief. He's just playing games. That's easy to say. So if something would have happened to me, what would happen? His family be killed? Bashir is disappointed in Sloan for being so blunt. Darth Maul says, does anyone really believe Sloan would have been so taken by surprise by this? I have real doubts. Yeah, for somebody as well written as Sloan was in the past, he really fell for a stupid trick in the end. But you got to find a way to make him fall for it. So the only way to destroy it is to know exactly what he was looking for. Why, he could just destroy the entire station, the entire memory bank. He could put a virus that destroys everything, every file Bashir ever worked on. He's like, no, they're too surgical. Well, that's very lucky for you. Very lucky for everybody, I guess. I'm mixed. I'm mixed on the whole Section 31 thing causing this virus. On one hand, the cure is what ends the war. But on the other hand, if not for the virus to begin with, it's arguable that that the Federation would have won the war to begin with. They could have lost. Surely the ends justify the means. Or not. I don't know. I don't know. It's something you have to decide for yourself, I guess. Darth Maul says it was good to rap to his character arch, though. It was a good rap to his character arch, though. John Araki says a bird in the bed is worth 2 in the bathroom. He's trying to kill himself. He's activated a device in his brain. His brain is gone. The cure for Odo dies with him. Surprised Sloan actually felt that there was nothing left he could do. He was ready to actually kill himself. Truly, he's the most loyal of them all. Even on high life support. Yeah. O'Brien is finally realizing it. He committed suicide just to prevent the cure. Did you double question what you're actually doing here, O'Brien? John Aragi says Sloan was a clone. I don't know about that. Now, John Aragi says a Romulan mind probe would be nice during a divorce. I don't think so. Darth Maul says a bird in the stream is worth 2 out the window of your car to the person who cut you off in traffic. John Araki says he ain't dead. Not yet.
He's just mostly dead.
Yeah. Mostly dead is a little alive. As we learned in The Princess Bride. O'Brien can't guarantee it's going to work unless he runs diagnostics, to which Bashir has already run the diagnostics in his head. O'Brien doesn't get it, even though he explained it 3 times. Bashir knows what he's doing. He's tried to attack people in their dreams before, apparently. I wonder how many people's bedrooms he's snuck into in the middle of the night with his dream machine to enter their dreams. Dax.
Okay.
He's going to walk around the streets looking for a box labeled the cure. He says that strangely might be as simple as that. Might be more. John Araki says augmented ambition. That is the thing with the augments. With superior whatever comes superior ambition. How's he going to get out? He's genetically enhanced. He can wake himself up, basically. The equipment will auto break the link. So what if you get lost in a nightmare? Worst case scenario, he dies with him. That's a manageable risk. O'Brien says he's going with him, which he doesn't even know if the technology works that way. But apparently it does. He just so happened to create this machine that lets more than one person in at a time. Now, welcome player 2.
So they're both going to
43
go in
minutes.
so they're both going to go with nobody there to monitor them.
Yeah.
I'm sure nothing could go wrong with this plan.
Esri hasn't been in this episode yet. You could have had her sitting by.
True.
I mean, she is a therapist, counselor. She might have something to say about this. Plus, she just looks nice. They're in a turbo lift. They're in Sloan's mind. That's right. But we're really in the lab, says O'Brien. The turbo lift is just an abstraction. Doesn't know where they're going, but they're going fast. John Araki says Esri is no Tilly. Birdo Prey 5. John Araki says, can you imagine how rapey a Betazoid Bashir would be? I think he'd be just like the guy in Tin Man. He would have a hard time making personal relationships. I don't know. He said Bashir first. He said, Bashir says O'Brien first. O'Brien said, no, it wasn't my idea. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And they take their hands off. Oh, they're fine. Bashir, there's nothing to worry about. And then it starts falling again. What now? And there's Sloan. Dr. Chief O'Brien, welcome to my brain. He's so happy to see him. Tell him how to cure Odo. Nothing would give him greater pleasure. There are a few people I want you to meet. O'Brien says, we're pressed for time. He says, you just arrived. And Sloan is like, oh, you're afraid if I die while you're still in here, you'll die too. Sloan says, we can't let that happen. We better hurry. And Bashir says, not going anywhere until you give us the cure. It's a simple nucleotide marking sequence. Ratidine. Little what's the name? Tardanine. Those aren't even words. Bashir says, we're not playing games. He wants to tell him what he needs to know, but he can't. He can't speak the words. There's some part that doesn't want him to know. Not until you come to the ward room. The ward room, not the war room, which is what I thought it was called for 25 years. The clock's ticking, Doctor. When they're at war, it makes sense to have a war room. Josh Street says DS9 would have been better if Tilly was Dax. I never said that. Perhaps today is a good day to Tilly. Chancellor Birdo Prey 5. Sloan is giving his own funeral. Oh, excuse me. Forget that you can see me yawn. I'm on camera today. Who was Sloan's family played by? William Sadler's family? I don't know. Sloan lived in a world of secrets, sabotage, deceit. He spent so much time erasing, covering his tracks. Now he looks back on his life. He finds nothing. It's as if he never really existed. He cheated you all. Oh, God, can't you tell he's just wasting time, Julian? Hit him in the face. Tell him to speed his ass up. In fact, shoot his family. They're not even real anyway. His death's not a tragedy, it's a celebration. Oh my God. In death, he could finally step out of the shadows. God damn, this is worse than Data. When Data was possessed by the old dude. To know him is to love him, and to love him is to know him. I don't believe that's Sloan's wife. She's a hooker. Darth Maul says someone is into Tilly porn, giggity. It's not Jessica. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
Well, that much is true.
Being married to him was a living hell. O'Brien says, congratulations. Says, you're a beacon of light to me, says Sloan. At the end of the day, it's our actions, not our beliefs, that define who we are, what we are. Yeah. Bashir says, thank you. Yes, out of Kyoto. Gladly. And he needs the pad he gave her for safekeeping. I keep it right here in my purse. Oh no, he's dead. Uh-oh, Sloan killed himself. Another copy of Sloan. And everybody disappeared. I guess the pad just erased itself from existence. Don't look at me, says Bashir. Now that's not a DS9 hallway. Yay, YouTube just gave me an email that I'm live. 44 minutes late.
It's very fortunate that Sloan's mind looks like DS9 in the Defiant.
Yeah. Oh, there's Esri. The chief was supposed to come fix her sonic shower. Oh, that Miles O'Brien, he gets around. Who's this? It's Sloan. Marks for section 31. Esri says this isn't some type of obscure meditation therapy. And Cisco says, send a medical team to Science Lab 4. I thought they did this where they were doing this in sick bay. And about less than 20 minutes to find a cure and get out. I guess these dreams are not like Inception, where time moves at a different speed. They're in a restricted area. The door in the cerebellum. Mr. Sloan's not available. Bashir says, we don't have time for this, damn it. He got shot. That really hurt. He's a threat to the Federation. O'Brien takes him on physically. He gets punched in the face and hit with the phaser. And then O'Brien punches him back, and he just disappears like a character in a second-rate video game. He's like, if none of this is real, why does it hurt so much? It must be sending sensory stimuli. Why didn't I build out sensory blockers to prevent the pain from coming through? Seems like a design flaw, Doctor. He can't get out. He's been trying to wake up. O'Brien says, what do you mean? He's like, he must be too weak to get out. What do you mean? Like, Julian, we have to get out. Say, I know, but I've been shot. And his body thinks he has. O'Brien is upset. I don't believe this. I'm sorry, he says, Bashir. O'Brien says, so this is it? Gonna die here? Next to you? He said he should have left a note for Keiko to let him know what they were planning. Yeah, he's like, he'll understand. She'll understand. I don't think. He's like, you know, she'll know you did it for me. She says, that'll upset her the most. You always thought I liked you more than I liked her. And Bashir says, that's ridiculous. No, Brian's looking around like, yeah, sure it is. John Nerys says he just disappears like Tilly's last season. At least Tilly got to go work at Starfleet Academy. John Nerys says evil straight white man. Maybe DS9 was woke. I don't think it counts. There's white red on both evil and the good side. Like Vic. Vic isn't a bad guy. And Bashir loves Ezri. And this is a question Bashir, O'Brien didn't know. He's like, when did you guys do it? Like last week. He just likes O'Brien. He just likes O'Brien a bit more. Wow. Are they gay for each other? You think that's what they're saying? O'Brien says he loves his wife.
Well, considering that O'Brien's wife is Keiko, I think that might be an accurate description in that case.
Poor Keiko. Oh, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Go towards the light. John Araki says Bashir is gay. Miles says no thanks. Roxanne says bird of prey. It's been said they wanted Miles and Julian to be secret lovers. Who's they? They wanted Spock and Kirk to be secret lovers too. But it's a they that doesn't exist, or that exists, but nobody cares. Oh, Worf is there now. Dr. Bashir is waking up. Like, how's Miles? Did you guys hear us talking? No. Good. Bashir, says John Araki. Roxal says Ira Stephen Bear. Darth Maul says Bashir is into 3 apnea now, or is that 9? Sometimes because of the Dax symbiont. Bashir is into 3 apnea now, or is that 9? Some is because of the Dax symbiont. I don't get. What do you mean 3 apnea? Apnea? Complete neural failure of Sloan. Not going to make it. Gives over to Worf. And even though Worf is not the security officer, right? Worf's not security officer. Walks over to Bashir, tries to stop him. He's gone, and so is any hope of curing Odo, says Bashir. Why do I get the feeling that none of this is real?
It's kind of odd
I'm
that Wolf is there and he wasn't there before, eh?
Yeah. Darth Maul, I'm typing through gloves on my phone. No problem. Oh, threesomes. Bashir's into threesomes now. Or is that 9 sums because of Dax, the symbiont? No, I think it counts as a threesome. I don't think the symbiont is only memories of past lives. They're not technically past people. Unless they undergoes that ceremony where they give each symbiont a body, each life a body. O'Brien saying he did all he could. John Araki says if you sleep with the Trill, you slept with every host, and they lay the symbiont has had. No, but they do have memories of it from all the past symbionts. So John Araki says smallpox, space pox. It's the best of times, it's the worst of times. Why is it from page 284? It starts over again. He knows for a fact that Ezri and Jadzia read this book. He's like, you're playing a practical joke on you. Bashir says, no, it's Sloan. We're still inside his mind. Bashir says, O'Brien says, these are his quarters. Keiko's still asleep. He's like, he doesn't know what happens after that page. So it has to start over. So he must have been close to finding it. The door they were about to open, the cure must be in there. Uh-oh. Sloan's dying. His brain is shutting down. Symbiont transmitted diseases, STDs. Well, if it was symbiont transmitted, I assume they're only deadly if you yourself also have a symbiont. Oh no. His office. Sloan is there. Welcome to section 31. Says, you know why we're here. You don't expect me to help. Bashir starts looking for the cure. He's probably sitting on it. Classic move. Because you don't want to throw that one away. The former president. My God, Section 31 stole the election. And Brian says, don't let him distract you. He's got all these little nuggets just laying around. Chancellor Martok. Adenine, asporanine, radamine, etamine. It sounds like Shirguna McCoytis or Horum site to stay. Oh, he can bring all the files, destroy the entire organization. O'Brien says it has to wait. He says there's no room like this anywhere else. Section 31 has no headquarters. Hint, Star Trek Discovery, Section 31 has no headquarters.
Yes, because Section 31 is a secret organization that nobody knows about.
Now or never. Bashir is like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And O'Brien says, Julian, you idiot. If we die, it all dies with us. And all my secrets yours for the taking. Sloan knows he can keep him trapped here forever. Like, Odo needs you. He's counting on you. And Julian thinks better of it, puts down all the details. Sloan is like, you're making a terrible mistake. He says, I don't think so. And he wakes himself up, and Sloan looks like he's triggering a second implant. And Ezri's there. He's like, are you with us? He says, you look so beautiful. Wow. And then Cisco steps out and says, did you locate the cure? And he's like, I think so. Only one way to know for sure. We got to inject Odo, I guess, with an untested, for all we know, that's a very toxic material to the changelings. And O'Brien, after deciding to go on this mission himself, has said that next time he goes on a mission like this, he's going alone. And Bashir's like, okay, thanks. Anyway, Odo just got the shot. He doesn't know if it worked. And he's like, only one way to find out. And it looks like Odo's in quite a bit of pain, but he turned into a liquid, turned back into a humanoid, and he's perfect again. He looks good. He sounds good. He's smiling. He's laughing. He's cured. Odo's back, except he's missing his Kira. And Bashir is back to playing darts again in the middle of the night. Once again, they've broken into the bar. Oh, and O'Brien's just going to steal liquor. This is older than he is. O'Brien says he's drinking with a child. To aging, says Bashir, gracefully. To Odo, says O'Brien. To stealing anything we want, because we're human beings and we don't have to pay for shit. Says, tell him something. He had more time in Sloan's mind. Do you think he would have brought down Section 31? Says, I don't know. But one thing for sure, Sloan knew. There was one thing he failed to consider. You. To Miles Edward O'Brien, the greatest person in Starfleet history. Brian better get home. Keiko's having dinner for him. She's like, this late, says Bashir. That's why he loves her. Oh, do you want to come? He invites Bashir over for dinner, and Bashir gets a bullseye on the dartboard, which we assume is what he was getting every time he threw the dart, because why not? Darth Maul says, no, I expect you to die, Goldfinger. John Araki says Section 31 invented spacecraft and distributed it to the Klingon population. John Araki says, where is the master control computer with the cure on it? And John Araki also said they kidnapped, murdered, breaking and entered, stole. Yes, they did all these things. They cheated. They bribed men to cover the crimes of other men, but they can live with it. They can live with it. The murder, the cold-blooded murder of another man was not enough, was a justifiable to bring Odo back, right? I'm sure.
Technically, he did it to himself.
Sure, it worked out. Technically, it was suicide. Thank you. That is true. And John Araki says, I love my wife. Well, John, only goes so far in court. So what do you think, John? Any changes for your opinion of the episode?
It's about like I remembered it. I mean, it's a decent episode. I don't think it was one of the strongest ones in the final arc.
Right. That's my feeling too. I don't think it was one of the stronger episodes of the season. And considering we had precious little time here, I don't know. I would have liked to get Odo cured quicker. I mean, yeah, we can still say Section 31 was responsible, but Bashir could have found a cure, or he could have created a cure. Who knows? Either way, it would have sped things along quite a bit, and I don't think it was that big a difference we would have had. But it is what it is. Rock Solid Production is saying hashtag little green men, little green men, little green men, little green men, about 5 or 6 more times. John Araki says, John, this sounds like something Bird and Kuroga would do. And John Araki says, I love my wife. That sounds like the Frank Sinatra song. John Araki says, hashtag Dear Bob, not today. CDJ says, hashtag move along home, hashtag just joking.
Hello, Marine.
Count to 4. Oh my God. Then a few more. John Araki says, hashtag Bashir ducking hubris. Anyway. Well, guys, I guess that's it for today. I do have physical therapy later, so I don't really think I can do Little Green Men right now. We'll see. We'll see next week. Rock Solid, hashtag Little Green Men, Little Green Men. You know, here's what I could do. I could play Little Green Men. I just can't give the scene by scene. If you want it, Rock Solid, I could put it on, but it's going to be quieter than it was. Is that what you want? Tell me now. Okay, do it. John, it's up to you if you would like to stay or not. I'm going to put Little Green Men on.
As much as I like Little Green Men, I'm going to have to take off at this point.
No problem. Thank you so much for hanging out, John.
Thanks, guys. See you all later.
Okay, so guys, we're going to just do this. I'm going to go to the screening room. I've got to load Little Green Men. Let's see. Set default. Give leader. Add plus. HTTPS // com / Rock Solid is saying no, don't do it. Wait, I thought you just said to do it, Rock Solid. Now you literally said, little green men, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Now you're saying, no, don't do it. One last time, Rock Solid. Do you want me to go ahead and put on little green men now? No, not without commentary. I can do a little commentary. I don't know how much. And I have to turn the camera off. No, Bird of Prey, he wanted John to stay. Well, I can't make John stay. I can't make John stay for a second screening. Okay, then we're not going to do it today. We'll see. We'll see next week. Maybe I can do more commentary. Maybe I can't, but if I will try, I'll try to do more commentary next week if we can. Okay, so then with that, I will be ending the stream here. Thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate it. Next week is Dogs of War. And then the week after that is the 2-part episode, What We Leave Behind, the series finale. And then after that, What We Left Behind, the Deep Space Nine documentary that was released back in 2018 or 2019. Josh Street is upset. I'm sorry, Josh Street. Dave G Sound says, yes. Yes, where are the games? Don't have any games, Josh Street. All the best. Thank you, CDJ. Thank you, guys. Kapla, all, Bird, and panel out. And I'm sorry I forgot to ask John what, if anything, he wanted to talk about. I know he usually tells people Saturdays are Jep Nerdy on his channel. And then he usually releases things a few times a week on his channel. Check out John DeMarco's channel, and we'll see you. I will see you guys soon. Tomorrow, I have a dentist appointment, but also Lower Decks Season 3 starts. I'm going to try to get a review out of Lower Decks Season 3 some point tomorrow as well. So take care all. Bird out. And